Ode to the Vietnam Veteran, Welcome Home. I, myself, have done 2 tours of duty in Vietnam. The years were 65 to 67. It was a troublesome time. Young Americans were practicing free love and protesting the war in the 60s, and this was a movement of disillusioned young people that couldn't grasp the concept of why we stepped into a war halfway around the world. Activists and the media fueled the fires to such a frenzy that there was no rhyme or reason left to explore. The rights of the people to resist oppression and to try to hold on to the values of freedom was the reason we aligned ourselves with the Vietnamese people and their right to exist as a sovereign nation. It was a time of turmoil and political rhetoric, and it became the nature of the beast. And with the social unrest, our proud nation no longer stood for truth, justice, and the American way. Truth, I, for one, was spit on and called baby killer upon on my returning home to an America that had no use for returning Vietnam veterans. Justice, there was no justice for the American servicemen, for all the good we accomplished was never put out there for all to see. All that was ever shown was the casualties of war to which America shuddered. This uneven account of what was became a festering wound to which America never recovered. This was a war we could have won, but was not allowed to. I saw it, and so did the other servicemen that were part of this exercise in frivolity. We lost upwards of 58,000 plus American lives for what? The American way. When World War II ended, our servicemen returned home with dignity and pride for a job well done, and the pride of our nation. With Korea, not so much. But our servicemen still had the respect and dignity for a job that they tried to accomplish. Vietnam servicemen were never treated with respect and dignity for the job that we tried to accomplish, and it has changed little in the passage of time. With respect to war since Vietnam, the American way now shines brightly again, with respect and dignity for the servicemen that have given their all for freedom. For by forsaking the Vietnam veteran in his time of need is unexcusable. We also gave our all, and the American way wasn't for us back then, and we have been all but forgotten. For to all my Vietnam brothers, welcome home. For we will never forget. We are, and always will be, true Americans in the quest for freedom. For again I say to my Vietnam brothers, welcome home. And to our fallen brothers, you are in our prayers and are not forgotten. For you have paid the ultimate sacrifice in the name of freedom.